Fasting and cleansing are not the same. There is a big difference between fasting and cleansing, but the goal and the results are very similar. What is the difference between the two? When you fast, you're not taking any calories in. No solid food, you're only drinking water, or you're just doing it dry. That's a fast. A cleanse is when you are juicing vegetables, fruit, and drinking the juice. That's a cleanse. And why are we not taught this? Well, a lot of people don't believe it, but you cannot do a cabbage fast or a meat fast, anything like that. If you're fasting, means you're not taking anything in. When you do something like the cabbage diet or I didn't eat meat for a week, that's not a fast. That's just you're taking something out of your diet. A fast means that nothing is going into the body. Now, what are the benefits? The benefits of fasting is that the body is able to heal itself. So when you don't take in food, you don't take in juice or any kind of solid food, what happens, the body will start repairing itself. That's how, people are able to turn certain sicknesses around when they're using fasting. Now, juice cleanses, they're very similar because you're not taking in solid food, but you are taking in the nutrients from the juice and you're cleansing the body. So you will get bowel movements, you will get stuff to come out of the body because you're still giving the food, you're still giving the body something to go into it. So if you are doing the juice cleanse, you will get more bowel movements because of that. And I recommend you, if you're, dealing with a chronic illness, your body's going to tell you what to do. Usually when you get a chronic illness, you're going to lose your appetite. And why do you lose your appetite? Because the body is telling you, I don't feel good. So you would lose your appetite. And we're not taught that in science. A lot of people won't agree with it, but that's what the body does when it's sick. So what do? You get out of the way and let the body do what it does. There are many people on this earth that could have lived longer or could have been in better condition if they just listened to their bodies. But the problem is that we're so addicted to food and taste that a lot of times we don't want to hear that. When a person's sick with cancer or pneumonia or any kind of chronic disease or chronic illness, what's the first thing they say? Oh, I can't take that out of the diet. I can't stop eating meat. Oh, I can't stop eating candy. This is what I like. Well, you got to understand, when you are feeding your body and you're putting things into your body, whatever you're dealing with cysts or tumors or whatever, certain foods will feed them. Sugar is one of them. So if you're feeding the diet, you feed the body a sugar diet and you have, cancer or some kind of chronic illness, it's going to feed that. Understand this, we are all born with cancer cells in our body. So when you are diagnosed with cancer, that means that you are getting a development of some kind of a tumor or a cyst, and it becomes what they call cancerous. Well, when you hear people that do it naturally, they say, oh, well, the tumor went away. What do? They starve the body. And a lot of times you lose your appetite anyways because the body doesn't want anything because it's trying to heal. See, your body gives you triggers. It gives you signals. I'm not making this stuff up. This is what the body does. And unfortunately, the way that we are brought up now, we say, you got to eat something. You could be sick, throwing up everything. You wonder why you're eating and you keep throwing up because your body's rejecting food because it's trying to heal. If you just pay attention to your body will tell you what not to eat. And then a lot of times we just don't listen to it or we don't obey it. See, your body has triggers. Your body, when you feel good, you feel bad. Like your body, when you have cravings, when you don't have cravings, the body's going to tell you. So say you lose your appetite, right? And you let your body just do what it do and you don't eat. You would be amazed how the body heals. I've had it done to me. That's why I know. I've had several times where I did it and I had appetites. But when I did have valley fever, I didn't have an appetite. I lost a lot of weight, but I kept forcing myself to eat and I felt like crap. I felt good all day when I didn't eat anything. My breathing got better. I was starting to be able to function better. The minute I ate something, it felt like my throat was closing in. So my body was telling me, get out the way. I did this for 10 months. And I was put on medications for valley fever, for the fluconazole and the posaconazole. Both of those medicines gave me bad reactions because my body was rejecting them. Because I don't take pharmaceuticals, so my body was rejecting them. I took the fluconazole for a while. It was working better, and then it stopped working. I literally took it for 2 months, and my numbers never changed. They put me on posaconazole, and within 8 days, I was having kidney failure, swollen lymph nodes, and inflamed colon, and I could barely walk. And it was so much pain. So I had to go back to nature because I wasn't putting no more meds in my body because I don't take meds, and I did it for 10 months. I did it for 8 months. So when I got off the meds in mid-August, I had nothing to take, so I was doing like little natural remedies. But my body kept telling me, I kept hearing this voice say, don't eat, fast. So I did it. I finally did it. I did a 24-hour fast. And all this time I had congestion in the chest. That was the main problem I had. How I knew I still had valley fever because I could feel the congestion in my chest. So what I did a 24-hour fast. I did one day, I did a whole day to the next day, no food, no water. The next day I took my oil of oregano, my olive extract, and I drank a gallon of water. And that mucus came out of my body. I was blowing in my nose all day. It was just coming out. I did a whole day of just blowing my nose. And I cleaned out with that, right? Because I listened to the body. So I was getting better. I was taking some herbs that I was taking. I went to the herbalist, but I started having a problem with breathing again. For some reason, I would take these herbs and I felt like I couldn't breathe. So if I'm taking herbs and I still feel like I can't breathe, I had to do something about it. And you got to understand, even if it's herbal, if it's medicinal, if it's pharmaceutical, if you're not feeling better, the best thing to do is fast. Because these are medicines that's supposed to help me get better. And the natural and the pharmaceutical gave me problems. So what I do again, I had to do a PET scan last week. And I was really like, I have a lot of faith in fasting. I said, I'm going to fast for 2 days. So I did a dry fast for 2 days. This is no joke. This is just last week. I had to examine the 19th. So on the 15th to the 17th, I did no food, no water for 2 days. When I came out of the fast, I was able to breathe. I actually I broke the fast on the 48th hour, probably the 46th hour. And I ate something because I wanted to go to kickboxing class. That was the first time in kickboxing class where I went there and I wasn't having shortness of breath. And I haven't had shortness of breath again. I try to take some of the herbs again. Every time I take the herbs, I feel like I can't breathe, so I just don't take them anymore. So what I do, I fast. Now, if you're a person that, don't really want to stop eating, but you want to get well and you want to do it naturally, there's ways you can do it to help you get better. Now, you can do a thing called intermittent fasting. I recommend you to do 1 day of just no food, no water, because this is how the body will heal itself. But if you want to drink something, you can drink some water. But understand this, the body will heal itself. It's made to heal itself. This is how it does. And if you want to also do juice cleansing because you don't want to be without, do juice cleansing. Either way it goes, the body's going to heal. The difference of having the water and the vegetable juice is the vegetable juice is going to give you energy, it's going to give you nutrients. And that's the difference of the two. You take the vegetable and the fruit juice, which if you're not battling like cancer or something, you can do fruit and the vegetable juice. And you will feel a lot better. You will get energy and you will clean your body out. It still does the same thing. It takes a little longer when you do juice cleansing compared to the water fasting, but it will work. It always does. So try it out. If you want to have nutrients in your body and energy and you don't want to do water fasting, do a juice cleanse. You're going to still get results. It takes a little longer, but it's still going to do it. But you got to make sure you don't feed sugar to the body when you're dealing with tumors and stuff like that. So this is your boy, AJ, Natural Remedies. I'm out.